get himself open, to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Offense gets set for second down. Anderson with the carry. And the Tigers get the first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And that pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return of this field position.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it. You can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge, which takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Looking to scramble. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Tackled, but he has a first down. No Tennessee quarterback will ever be revered like Peyton Manning, but many more throws like that, and they're going to say, this guy's getting into the realm at least.
Yeah, you get in the realm, you're good. You get in the realm, you start talking about Hall of Fame. That's what kind of tradition you've had with a guy like Peyton Manning. His fingerprints are still on this program, and you are mentioned with him. That's a good day at the office.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Cross pattern.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he gets downfield for the big catch. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
You're not a victim of other people's chaos. You're not caught in emotional movements that aren't yours. You're standing firm, calm, unbothered.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
Don't forget you for needing space.
On the option. Quick toss.
Into the
end zone he goes. Touchdown ball. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
Because peace isn't just the absence of noise.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
And that's where the shift happens.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively...
Going deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Looking for a man. It's Hennigan. Using his legs to buy some time. Got his man. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Memphis.
What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And after the extra point, they cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss.
So peaceful and anxious. That's the life you deserve. That's the life you're creating. No more bending, no more breaking.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Selden. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. How about that last drive? Just carved them up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Lets it fly. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just
throws toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
They won't make you feel like you're too much. They won't gaslight your emotion.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do.
Going to take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Throws to the tight end. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. takes a hit as he fired. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the
Karma
field.
is ugly. Everything they did to you,
immediately after he
you
got
smiled in front of the...
A man who can't control his S3 extender.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide-out set, trips right.
Go.
At 40-something years
Couldn't
old,
connect
and
on
I
first
feel like
down,
I've
now
lived a
back to
whole
the air.
lifetime. If I knew then
Looking
what
to
I
buy
know
time.
now, what you do
He chucks
know
one
now,
out to the
and
right.
you're 40.
Got it.
So at
They
40,
make the
if
stop
I
at
feel
the
like
5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and
I've
goal.
lived a lifetime.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
Looking to throw. Let's it go to the end zone. And the pass is intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. A little over half a minute to play before halftime as they take over 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot will just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Oh, dear.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for a man. It's Hennigan. Trying to beat the D deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something now. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this 2nd half, lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the 2nd half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
He makes a catch. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little watermelons, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Looking to throw, it's Hennigan. Got it set up on the outside. Off he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Memphis. And here they come, almost all the way back. Great example of how a 2nd half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Selden. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. He'll start this drive firing. Buys a little time. Sails one into the middle. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. A terrific throw that time, and when you play quarterback here, there's a pretty rich legacy to try to live up to.
And just finding that guy that just makes it look easy. I think the Vols fans will really appreciate that. When a guy that can push it down the field, make the right decisions consistently, be smart at that quarterback spot.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. To the air. It's Iamaleava. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. He'll let one go down the right side. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, he's not going to get a lot of chances like that. He was in position to make the play in the end zone, put a touchdown up on the board for his team, and he drops the pass.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteer! Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. The defense can't keep playing like that.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. This Mike Backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? Was bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and win games and all the different things they...
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Coming after it. Got his man downfield. And eventually taken down. But what about that spin move gives him the first down yardage? They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. He's got it on the run. Touchdown ball. And they take it in for 6 more points. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Trying to turn the corner on the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let him do the rest, right? Flip it to him, let him get outside, let him run the football, make a big gain. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to him and get him on the perimeter.
And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third.
Tennessee 35, Memphis 14.
Memphis now operating in the red zone. Scanning the field, it's Hennigan. Firing to the right, complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Crosses midfield. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the